All right, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. The plan for my party and my aspiration as a presidential aspirant is, first of all, we have a very huge challenge in the sector because we currently do not have information about who and who are Nigerians. We don't have information about who and who goes to the hospital. So first step that we intend to embark on is aggressive data collection and data synchronization to ensure that we have an adequate information about what and who we need to plan for in the health sector. It is not possible for us to plan for a country without data. So the first task before our government would be to ensure that we get information in that area. We have currently a population about 198 million. We have less than 40,000 doctors who are currently taking care of these people. This is grossly inadequate. And so for that reason, we will pay attention to getting these basics right. The first task after we've been able to sort out the issue of data, we will embark on overhauling of some key hospitals in Nigeria. But first of all, before we go into that, we will ensure that we have the National Assembly to pass a law that will prohibit medical tourism for public office holders. It's not going to be just political promise to say once I become the president of Nigeria, we will not travel abroad for healthcare treatment, for treatment or whatever. But it will be a law. There will be a law against it that if you are a public office holder, a governor, a president, minister, well, as long as you are a public office holder, you will not have that right to travel outside this country to get medical treatment. Then the second very important thing that we intend to do is to shut down Aspirant clinic. I do not think it is necessary for us to have that clinic gulping billions of naira while the National Hospital is just a stone throw from Aspirant. So I think the President of Federal Republic as the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, we use the same healthcare system, healthcare facilities available to ordinary Nigerians. And that is the second thing that we intend to do. Now, we also intend to spend about 1,350 million on 6 federal medical centers in Nigeria. We've identified the fact that currently people keep complaining about the fact that so many things and so many healthcare centers are not working. And that is the basic truth. What we intend to do is to have a model, to have more like a pilot scheme, to have one medical center that would be world class, that will have virtually everything that every other medical center in the world can boast of. So that for once, Nigeria will be able to say we have a complete hospital that is able to produce or that is able to give to the people of this country the kind of healthcare that they deserve. And once we start with that one, we will then be able to go around the country to implement what we have started in one of the the pilot schemes that we will use. Then the third thing that we need to do is immediately after the overhauling of this, one of the things that the gentleman that was giving the speech spoke about is the fact that 50% of his friends who were here with him in Nigeria, who went to school in Nigeria, who were medical doctors, they're supposed to be in Nigerian hospitals, are currently practicing abroad. This brain drain is absolutely unacceptable. And for us to be able to curb this, what needs to be done is to ensure that we make the environment attractive for them. We have a situation where, as they said, every single week we lose about 7 doctors to foreign countries. A friend called me yesterday and he was talking about 2 of his friends who had received an offer, a mouth-watering offer to work in another country. Because the basics here are not working. He mentioned something about the fact that not only the pay, but even the facilities, the equipment that you need to use to ensure that people who come to the hospital go out smiling are not available. So we will ensure that these are done in the pilot hospitals that we want to start with. We want to start with 1. After that, the first one is done, we will embark on another 6 in 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. The moment these ones are done and we are able to attract the millions of Nigerians who are currently practicing outside the country to come back, I believe that we'll be able to kickstart the revolution that we need in the health sector. Then the 3rd or the 4th thing, which is, I'm glad that the Secretary, the NHIS Secretary General is here. One of the most important things that I also think needs to be done is to ensure that the NHIS begin to function adequately, not just to provide I wouldn't want to use the word inferior, but the kind of drugs that are being provided for the patients or those currently who are using NHIS is not what I think should be. There should be, every single person in this nation should have access to quality health care. Everyone should have access to affordable health care. Everyone should have access to health care that works for every single person. There should not be gap, there should not be inequality in between the people at the lower side of the ladder and the people at the upper side of the ladder. Because I have seen organizations who are currently enjoying, who are working with HMOs, who currently get top-notch healthcare services, and I've seen how patients or people, the clients of NHIS are treated in the hospital. You go to the hospital, they tell you this is for NHIS and this is for the private patient. I think that is not acceptable. We should look for a way to bridge that gap and ensure that every single Nigerian is able to have access to quality healthcare provision. Then, the moment we are able to achieve this, I believe that we will be on our way to go, and I believe that the moment we are able to achieve this, we will be able to make progress as a country. The last and the most important thing that needs to be done in that sector is to deal with corruption. We have healthcare sector that has been bedeviled by corruption. We have a system that is currently not working because the people who are supposed to, we have entrusted with our lives, are people who are not honest, who are not dealing honestly with the people of this nation. So very importantly, we will deal with corruption in that sector and ensure that we deploy technologies and have transparent ways of getting every single penny that is voted into that sector to achieve whatever it is that it has been apportioned to achieve. I believe we need to have these 4 items I've listed working. The moment these are done, our healthcare sector would be among one of the best in the world. Thank you very much.